Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Grumman Pilot's YouTube channel. And this morning we're going to be talking about a fuel sender or a fuel transmitter for you four-place airplanes that have fuel gauges. This is the piece in a plastic bag, fresh from overhaul at Air Parks in Lock Haven. So they've overhauled this fuel sender, and now we're going to take it out of the bag and show you just what you're getting. These fuel transmitters in our airplane are getting fairly pricey. They're hard to come by. Fletch Air's out, the overhaul place is out, Air Mods and Yankee Aviation, we have 9 of them that look just like this. They come back from overhaul in a Ziploc bag, and there's some changes to the original that you need to know about. Well, first off, we don't want to really disturb it. It does come with the 8130 paperwork for those of you in Canada and Europe, and this one will be going to a gentleman nice enough to contact us from British Columbia. Chad, this is coming out to you tomorrow. And here's the fuel transmitter, but what they've done differently with it, other than give you a new gasket. So, ladies and gentlemen, so anyway, it's here in a bag, and there's a couple of things that we need to tell you about. One, it does come with a brand new gasket. These gaskets can only go on one way. There are 5 holes. They are not equally spaced. That's because your fuel transmitter, the way they're made into the airplane, they can only go in with one way is vertical. There's no get it off by 72 degrees or some odd multiple. But the other thing that is different about this is that if you notice that usually you have a lug that you would connect under a screw, and this is what connects to the positive side of the transmitter. The other side is grounded to the airplane through mounting. But they now put a wire on there, and it is soldered and connected, and it voids the warranty if you break that. So this is what you're going to be hooking up to your airplane, and it comes with a pair of knife edge connectors connecting to your zero wire, so this won't be a problem. Now, Chad, we're going to open your brand new unopened one, and here we go. So here is the new gasket. I'm looking for a gasket number, not seeing it. I'll look later. If I find it, I'll put it in the description. The 8130 paperwork, and of course the freshly overhauled gauge. And as we were talking about, here is the nut that they put on, and it's on a wire, and they give you a knife edge connector so you can join it to your existing wire. You break this and you void your warranty. So it usually goes into the airplane and it rides up like this with your fuel quantity. Now, there are a couple, while we're talking about these fuel senders, they are nice, but for those of you with 4-place airplanes who've had 2-place airplanes like I've had both, I will tell you the nanomotors in the 2-place airplanes, if you clean them every 20 years, they are dead nuts accurate, especially down to the last gallon. But there are a couple of 2-seaters who do contact us here every week about putting these kind of fuel gauges in a 2-place airplane, and that would be problematic and bad, and here's why. One, you're going to have to take the plug out of your fuel tank, remove your wing. You'll be able to mount this into the end cap like you want, and grounding won't be an issue. But because of the shape of your fuel tank and the way it's sloped uphill at the dihedral angle, you're only going to be accurate when you're in like the last gallon. And that's going to be from full tank to about empty fairly quickly. So, and then you'd have all the complexity of the gauges and all of that on the other end. And those gauges that you see that look so nice in the 4-place airplanes that are original, they are very finicky. They don't like to be moved. They really don't like to be touched. But the new Mitchell gauges are a whole different story for showing stuff like that. So anyway, we hope you found all this information about the fuel sender unit and our fuel systems in general useful and informative. Thank you so much for joining us today, and have a good day flying your Grumman. Look for this link on a GPA page to support us. Thank you very much for your support.